Hey guys, thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you have been here before, thank you for coming back. And if this is your first time, thank you for stopping by. My name is Nicole and I am a Scrum Master. On today's topic, we're going to talk about one of the most important interview questions. Tell me about yourself. This question is really important. It's very important. The reason I say it's very important is because this question is going to really set a tone on how the rest of your interview is going to go. It's going to set a tone on the direction that the rest of your interview is going to go. So remember, before you say anything in this tell me about yourself, make sure you have a backup answer, because the next follow-up question that the interviewer might ask you might be from something that you just said. So always make sure that before you say anything and tell me about yourself, you do have something to back it up. So a lot of people actually get very panicked when they hear about tell me about yourself, when they get asked tell me about yourself. You should not be panicked, guys. You should never be panicked when they ask you this question. Just make sure that you research a little bit about the company, get to know about the company, what they're currently working on, just to have an idea. So that way, when you're answering this question, you do want to say some of the things that you've read about the company. They're not asking you to talk about your personal life. So make sure you don't talk about your personal life, because they don't want to hear about your personal life. However, they want you to talk about your background. They want to hear about your background. Why are you the best fit for this position? Why should we hire you over the other candidates that have also been selected to do an interview for this position? Why should they hire you over everybody else? What makes you the best fit for this position? What value can you bring to the company? So they want you to talk about what your past experiences were, what achievement you have accomplished, and what can you really bring to the company. Those are the type of things that they want to hear from you during the tell me about yourself question. So I'm going to be sharing to you guys some tips, and I hope this really help you guys to clear any gaps that you may have in answering this question, tell me about yourself. So when an interviewer asks you, please tell me about yourself, if you do hold a certificate, please do let them know that you are certified. It's really important, because you don't want them to be asking you that question. You can literally just eliminate one of your interview questions by just answering that in the beginning. You definitely want to talk about your years of experience. Let them know so they have an idea of how long you have been doing this position. You definitely want to talk about your education, especially if your education is related to the job that you're being interviewed for. You want to talk about your day-to-day responsibilities. These are really important. Please talk about your day-to-day responsibilities, what you do on a day-to-day for the job that you're applying for. What you do on a day-to-day as a Scrum Master, from the time you come into work for your 2-week sprint to the time that you leave, or to the time that your sprint ends. They want to know what contribution have you brought to the team, what value have you added to the team, how are you the best fit for this position, what are your strengths. They want you to talk about all those things. You want to make sure that you talk about the past, the present, and the future. So if they were to ask me, tell me about yourself, the way I'll answer this question is, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk to you about my experience. My name is Nicole. I am a certified Scrum Master. I have been working as a Scrum Master for about 6 years now. On a day-to-day, I schedule and facilitate all the Scrum ceremony. I'm currently responsible for 2 Scrum teams, both onshore and offshore. I also work very closely with the product owner to ensure that the product backlog is pretty healthy and is ready for the team. Every story has clear definition and acceptance criteria. I work very closely with the team. I always make sure that I reach out to the team if they're having any blockers to make sure that it gets resolved in a very quick amount of time. You mentioned on your job description that you're looking for someone that can help transition your team from Waterfall to Agile Scrum. In my previous position, I was actually responsible for transitioning 2 Scrum teams from Waterfall to Agile Scrum. As a result, we were able to successfully deliver all our MVPs for that release. You also mentioned you are looking for someone with a great communication skill. This is actually one of my greatest strengths. I believe communication is the key, especially when you're working with people from different backgrounds, people from different culture. It's really important to communicate all the information to each and every one of the team members so everyone is aligned on what is happening within the team. Overall, I'm a great team player. I'm always very available to my team at every given time. Again, I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to you about my experience. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it about Tell Me About Yourself. Make sure that it's not too long. The reason I say this is because when you're speaking, the interviewer is pretty much following up to you. They're trying to listen to you. They're trying to understand what you're saying. So don't speak too fast so they can follow up and listen to what you're saying. Also, make sure that it's not too long. The reason I'm saying this as well is you don't want to make it too long because when you're speaking, they're taking notes, they're writing down things that they might be asking you for your follow-up questions. So make sure that you're not speaking too fast and you're not making it too long. What you also make sure you want to do is make sure that you speak with a lot of confidence. This is about you. You're telling them about yourself. You're telling them about what you do on a day-to-day. You're telling them why they should hire you. You're speaking about you. So make sure you're putting a lot of confidence in what you're saying. So guys, if you do have any other specific comments, any topic you would like to hear from me, please do go ahead. Leave me a comment below. And you can also reach out to me at Nicole.agilepractitioner@gmail.com. If you're having any gap with your Scrum Master's interview, you need some help, please do make sure that you reach out to me. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys soon.